If you're involved in any kind of inner work, self-healing, child healing, inner child work, and you're finding it difficult to progress, this information might be helpful for you. I realized when I was on my journey, and I shouldn't say was on my journey because I think it's a continual journey, right? We always want to wake up and love ourselves. And whenever we're not loving ourselves for any reason, it's an opportunity to say, where have I gone out of alignment? But when you're on your journey for self-healing, first of all, you might think like it's something you have to get to. I think I thought that at one time. I'm like, I have to obtain that. I have to learn that. But it's not about learning anything. It's about remembering. It's about remembering who you are. You know, there's a quote from Marianne Williamson where she says, it's not our darkness that frightens us the most. It's our light. We all come from love and light. But when you tell someone who is working on healing something traumatic or something painful, and they think they have to get somewhere or figure something out, then it seems like a journey, a long journey. And then you might wake up every day. I know I did. I woke up every day and I'm like, oh, am I there yet? Why can't I figure this out? Why can't I get this? And I would get so frustrated with myself until I realized that that was a habit that I had learned from childhood. You know, beating myself up. Why can't I be better? Why can't I figure this out? Why can't I be a good girl so that I don't get punished? We don't realize how all of those thoughts stay in our mind. And because they do, you know, they're always bubbling down there on the surface and they come up at any time that we're triggered. And so when we're doing this work that we so much want to do, and it's really not even work, right? It's more about loving yourself. But when you're looking for answers, we generally don't look up, you know, how to love myself more because we think we're broken. We think we need fixed. We think there's something wrong with us. And as long as we think that, then we're going to be really hard on ourselves. We're not going to come from a place of love and compassion and believing in ourselves and believing that we are, you know, love and light. We're going to believe that there's something about us that was wrong that we need to make right so that we deserve what it is that we say we want in our life. But if you've come from a painful or traumatic childhood, what is the thing that you learned most to do? You learned to persevere. You learned to go forward. You learned to survive. You learned what it's like to live life the hard way. You've learned to live from the outside in, meaning I have to do this in order to have this. But you've never quite gained that peace of mind that you were looking for because you never really felt safe. And when you're doing the inner work as an adult, you're still working on those old beliefs about being broken or needing fixed or having done something wrong that needs to be righted. And really, it's about loving yourself. Really, it's about paying attention. So when you're getting down on yourself and you're asking yourself, oh, why can't I figure this out? Why is it so hard for me? Why do I still not have the things that I want? Well, we know that everything is energy. And the energy that we're putting out there is how we're drawing back to us. So if we're being really hard on ourselves, if we're still thinking that we have to fix something or that we can't figure something out or that something needs to change in order for us to be deserving, well, that's the energy we're putting out and that's the belief that we have. So it's like we're simmering. We're never really getting where we want to go because, you know, we keep telling ourselves that we don't deserve to be there or we can't figure it out or we're trying so hard to make things happen the way we did when we were children. And remember, it doesn't make sense when you think about it as an adult, because we have different figuring out mindset right now, right? We have different cognitive skills. We have different knowledge. And so we look at it and we say, this is ridiculous, X, Y, and Z. But remember, it's not about what your adult self is thinking. It's about what your child self is still holding on to. So if you're having difficulty letting go, or you think that this process needs to take months, years, a lifetime, or you've got to come back and do it all again or something, really, it's just about allowing yourself to love yourself and remember who you are. You came into this world from pure love and pure light. That's who you are. So whenever you find yourself thinking that you have to fix yourself, or that you're broken, or that you have to do something in order to deserve what it is that you want, just know that that's your inner child thinking from an old thought process. And just say, thank you for sharing. I love you. That thought, though, takes me kind of this way, out of my alignment with my true self. I want to come back into alignment with my true self. Let's do this together. Let's love each other. And let's do this from love. And then, of course, pay attention to that feeling you have inside you. Because if something's going, well, you don't deserve that, that's something you're being given the opportunity to heal as well. It's an ongoing journey, but it can be a journey of love rather than a journey of have to or fix. When you make it a journey of love, it's so much sweeter.